One sunny morning, a little girl named Emma woke up with a big smile. She stretched her arms, looked out of her bedroom window, and saw bright sunshine, colorful flowers, and little birds singing happily. Emma had one best friend in the whole world. It was not a person. It was a soft brown teddy bear named Teddy. Teddy had shiny black button eyes, a tiny blue bow around his neck, and the softest fur anyone had ever touched. Emma loved Teddy very much. She hugged him every morning. She read stories to him every night. She never went anywhere without Teddy. One Saturday morning, Emma's mother smiled and said, "Emma, today we are going to Green Park for a picnic." Emma jumped with excitement. "Can Teddy come too?" "Of course," her mother laughed. Emma carefully packed Teddy inside her little backpack along with sandwiches, apples, cookies, juice, and a colorful blanket. Soon they arrived at the beautiful park. Tall green trees swayed gently in the breeze. Butterflies danced above colorful flowers. Children laughed as they played. Dogs happily ran across the grass. Emma spread the picnic blanket under a big oak tree. She placed Teddy beside her. They ate lunch together. After eating, Emma and Teddy played games. They counted butterflies. They watched squirrels climb trees. They made funny cloud shapes in the sky. Everything felt perfect. Later, Emma met another little girl named Lily. "Would you like to play?" Lily asked. "Yes," Emma smiled. Emma carefully placed Teddy under the oak tree. "I'll be back soon," she whispered. The two girls ran toward the playground. They laughed on the swings. They slid down the big slide. They played hide and seek. Time passed quickly. The sun slowly began to move across the sky. Emma's mother called, "Emma, it's time to go home." Emma happily ran back to the picnic blanket. Then she stopped. Her smile disappeared. "Teddy," she looked around. The blanket was there. The basket was there. But Teddy was gone. Emma searched behind the tree. She looked under the blanket. She checked inside her backpack. Nothing. "Teddy," she called louder. Still no answer. Tears filled Emma's eyes. Her mother gently held her hand. "We'll find Teddy." Together they searched everywhere. They looked near the playground. They looked beside the flowers. They looked near the pond. They asked families, "Have you seen a little brown teddy bear?" Everyone smiled kindly.
I'm sorry.
"I haven't." The park became quieter as evening arrived. Emma felt very sad. Finally they returned home. Emma's room felt different without Teddy. Her bed looked empty. Her pillow looked lonely. Before sleeping she whispered, "Good night, Teddy. I hope you're safe." Far away, back in the park, Teddy was lying under a bush. He had slipped off the blanket when the wind became stronger. A tiny rabbit named Benny found him first. "What is this?" asked Benny. A wise owl landed nearby. "It belongs to someone. We must help." Soon many forest friends gathered. A squirrel, a hedgehog, a bluebird, turtle, a little fox. Everyone looked at Teddy. "He looks lonely," said the turtle. "We should help him find his home." The next morning their adventure began. The animals carefully carried Teddy through the forest beside the park. Along the way they met many friendly animals. A family of ducks, a cheerful deer, a busy beaver. Everyone asked the same question. "Do you know this Teddy?" Nobody knew. Meanwhile, Emma returned to the park. She carried a small poster with Teddy's picture. It said, "Lost Teddy Bear." She placed posters near the playground, near the lake, near the entrance, near the flower garden. Every visitor smiled kindly. Some promised to keep looking. Days passed. Emma missed Teddy every day, but she never gave up hope. Back in the forest, Teddy and his new animal friends crossed a tiny wooden bridge. They climbed a gentle hill. They followed singing birds. One afternoon, heavy rain suddenly began. The little animals quickly found shelter beneath a giant tree. Benny covered Teddy with large leaves so he would stay dry. "We'll never leave our friend behind," he said. Everyone smiled. After the rain came a beautiful rainbow. The birds began singing again. The journey continued. Later they reached the edge of the park. Suddenly a robin landed beside them. "I saw posters," she chirped. "A little girl is looking for a brown teddy bear." Everyone became excited. "Let's hurry." They followed the robin. At the same time, Emma and her mother were walking through the park again. Emma quietly looked around. She still hoped. Then, a little bird flew above her head, chirped loudly. Emma followed it. Near a big oak tree, she saw something brown. Could it be? She ran closer. Teddy! It really was him. Emma hugged Teddy tightly. "I found you." Tears of happiness filled her eyes. She noticed tiny leaves caught in Teddy's fur. She smiled. "I think kind friends took care of you." Nearby, hidden behind bushes, the little forest animals watched happily. They smiled as Emma hugged Teddy. Their mission was complete. Emma looked toward the forest. "Thank you," she whispered. Even though she could not see them, the wind gently moved through the trees as if the forest itself answered. From that day forward, Emma loved Teddy even more. She also learned something important. Whenever she visited the park, she treated nature kindly. She left food for birds. She planted flowers. She picked up litter. She smiled at every animal she saw. Because somewhere in that beautiful forest lived kind friends who had protected her precious Teddy. And every evening before bed, Emma hugged Teddy tightly. "I'm so happy you're home." Teddy never got lost again. They shared many more adventures together. They laughed. They dreamed. They explored. And they always remembered that kindness can be found in the most unexpected places. As the stars twinkled above and the moon shone softly over the peaceful forest, Emma fell asleep with Teddy safely in her arms. The little animals looked up at the moon and smiled, knowing they had made someone's heart happy. Everyone slept peacefully, and the forest became quiet once again. The end. Moral: kindness, friendship, and never giving up can bring hope and happiness, even after something precious is lost.